If there is an educated man, he has to be a humble person. If he is not a humble person, then he is not educated at all in any way. I don't know if I have told you a story about one saint was meditating and was blind. And a king came there and asked him, "Did you see some people around?" He said, "Yes. Yes, king, my king. Sit down. I saw your servant coming, and then your minister came in, and then the prime minister came in, and then now you have come." He said, "You are blind. How did you know?" "Through your meditation." He said, "No, common sense." He said, "What is the common sense?" He said, "The first, the servant came in. He said, 'What, you are bogus fellow, sitting down here wasting your time.' He gave me 2, 3 abuses, used bad language, and said, 'Have you seen any person here?' So I said, 'No.' Then the minister came in. He didn't abuse me, but he just asked me. Then the prime minister came. He said, 'Sir' to me. Must have been from England. And might have said also 'thank you', perhaps. And then came the king. And he said that you are extremely humble. You first touched my feet. You sat down on the Mother Earth, waited for me to ask you, what do you want? And in a very humble way, you said, if you have heard of people around you, because I'm blind, so you didn't say something that would hurt me in such a humble way, if I could tell you. But at least 108 names of the Guru you took before you asked me this. So I knew you are the learned, you are the humblest, and so you must be the king. Otherwise, in those days, at least we never had kings or prime ministers who were box office actors. Even the public was so innocent that they would not accept such a nonsense. You see. So this was the difference. From this story we have to derive that the more we are learned into Vidya, into the technique of Sahaja Yoga, we have to be humble. That is our decoration. That is our certificate. That is the pass into the entrance of every human being. That is the way we are going to be very close to the other seekers. To be humble. To find out ways and methods of being humble. This is the key of Nirmala Vidya. How to be humble. By humility, you will not ever say, "This is my bathroom," or "This is my fruit," or "This is my food," or "This is my table," and "This is my glass." Inner sense gives you the strength to enjoy everything that is there. For me, sometimes I have to eat with boots, and sometimes I have to eat boots. Not only eat with them, but also eat them is the worst part. So, you also should not mind if there are people with boots. If they are arrogant, try to give them bandhans, try to control them through all these methods. But if you think by arguing with them, you will be able to manage them, it's an impossibility. So try Nirmala Vidya, and that is humility, which is the myelin sheath of vibrations. Like every nerve has a myelin sheath covering it, in the same way, is the humility is the myelin sheath. If you are humble, you will win the battle. If you are not, you will be lost. Then the whole thing will become a joke for you. Absolute joke. If you are humble, you can see the stupid, the brutes, and all the arrogant as clowns of this drama. Try to be humble with yourself and with me. With me is very important. You must understand that it is one of the conditions that Christ has put on you. So be careful. Dealing with me, I don't want you to be in any way rude to me because I can't help it then. Till you are humble with me, everything is in my charge. But as soon as you are rude to me, somebody else, and so many of them, thousands of them, take charge. And then don't blame me for that. Because you are my proteges. You are under my protection. Supposing you try to make holes in your roof and then say that the rain is coming in, what can you do about it? You have already made holes in your roof. The roof that was to protect you have made holes, now the rain has to come in. Then if you want that the roof still should protect you from the rain, then I must say you lack intelligence. That's what it is. So this is the another warning. It's very embarrassing, but again, today is the day of embarrassment as it is. Because the Virgin is in embarrassed condition always. She is a bashful personality. She has to be bashful. She is embarrassed to say things which she does not want to say. Of course, that's a very sweet thing. Even there, she is bashful. To say harsh things is a horrible stuff. So, let us worship our virginity within ourselves. Let us rise up to that. To mount that diamond of brilliance of our virginity in the setting of our humility. You can be angry with others, not with surgeons, not with me. even with others when it is absolutely required. But if you fight among yourselves and tell people about Sahaja Yoga, nobody is going to believe. And that is why today is the day when the Virgin Gauri sat down to worship Shiva. She made a Shivalinga and was sitting and putting her sindoor on that. That you look after this, which is the mark of my union with you. I leave it to you to look after to Shiva. You look after this. I surrender to you. For this, that's how the Gauri, your Kundalini, surrenders to the spirit. Now you look after this connection. I forget everything else. I leave it into your hands. Lift me up. You raise me up. I forget all that was me before. Everything I have dropped out. No other desire. But just lift me higher and higher. Make me yourself. The rest of it is not important. All other manifestations of these desires are over. Now I am absolutely surrendered to you, my spirit. Lift me higher and higher. Higher and higher. Away from all the things that were not the spirit. Make me complete spirit. Full spirit. Forget all that was there. That elevation. That ascent becomes a fast, quick trip. A very fast ascent. Just you can do it if you try at this moment and every moment to give up all that was not the spirit. Anything that goes against the spirit must be given up. And that is what is the pure desire. That's what it is, the Kundalini, is the Virgin. Is to be absolutely one with the spirit. All the rest has no meaning, has no value. This ascent, whatever may be your position, to whomsoever you may be married, wherever you are working, whatever is your situation, whatever may be your country, you are the spirit. And if you are raised aloft, you will dwell in the beautiful kingdom of God, where all ugliness drops off. Like when the lotus opens out, all the mud drops out completely. In the same way, let my children become the fragrant, beautiful offerings of Sadashiva. May God bless you.